Bitcoin is warming up. There it goes. We are recording. Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Saturday, December 28th, 2019. It's 5:40 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. All right, this year is almost over. Looking forward to 2020. And how is Bitcoin doing? Well, we have a bit of a green day in the market, definitely a mix of green and red, so I'm going to call it a green day in the market. Bitcoin's up 1.48% last 24 hours, coming in at 7,312. It's nice to see Bitcoin over that 7,300 level. Ethereum is up 2.22% at 127. LTC is rocking it, up 5% at 42.46, although nowhere near its all-time highs back in the day. Definitely have some coins making some green today, making some percents, so that's good. There's always coins that are making money out there. Dow Jones Industrial Average cruising up. It's not open, of course the market's not open yet today, but as we can see, positive uptrend over many days. S&P positive uptrend, and the Russell a positive uptrend. All have positive MACDs, although the Russell 2000 yesterday did take a bit of a red candle, and the MACD might be turning negative. But in general, America's market is just rocking away. Tether into Bitcoin last 24 hours, 1.79 billion. That's pretty rocking. Always good when we're over at least a billion or a billion and a half for Bitcoin over 24 hours. Ethereum, 769 million. I love seeing Ethereum over a billion, but over 500 million is a good day also. So we're right in the middle. Nice numbers for Tether into Bitcoin last 24 hours. Market cap for Bitcoin is 132 billion, and real volume last 24 hours is dismal at 182 million. We want to see 300 million at least for a mediocre day. So a little slow last 24 hours across the top 10 exchanges last 24 hours. And yes, IO oftentimes shows lower numbers than many other sites you can look at, but I believe that they keep it real, so they are a very good indicator of what is really going on. So low volume, some nice Tether in the Bitcoin last 24 hours for sure, but volume's a bit low over the last 24 hours also. Longs versus shorts totaled over Bitfinex, BitMEX, and Binance, 64% longs, 35% shorts. I'm noticing that when it comes to which way is Bitcoin going to go, it seems that Binance tends to have the people that know. So we have 58% shorts, 41% longs. So take that for what it's worth. Never financial advice, entertainment purposes only. Current sentiment on blockchain whispers is indecisive. All right, looking at the daily for Bitcoin, we are, well below the 200 moving average on the daily, and we are also below the 50 moving average. So where you go below the important moving averages, but the MACD is positive, although the histogram is beginning to close. Do note that we have some great buy-sell volume here on the VPVR that may help us see where we got some magnetism in the chart, pulling Bitcoin. We actually have been developing some good buy-sell volume around 7,200, and that's where we're at right now. So we're not too far from crossing that 50 moving average. And if we do cross that 50 moving average, then the next place in the VPVR where we have buy-sell volume is 8,000. So definitely, there is support and resistance in the chart at 7,200 where we're at, and buy-sell volume, and there is support resistance at 8,000, and of course buy-sell volume. That 50 MA is getting close. If we cross that, well, boom, maybe we'll find ourselves back at 8,000. Definitely support and resistance there. The 4-hour chart, we have just been cruising along the 200 moving average for quite a while. The MACD is positive, and the DI and ADX, the DI is vaguely green, and the ADX is definitely below 25 where we'd like to see it. So 4-hour is not a strong chart. Looking at 2-hour for more immediate price action, you can see in this green box here, we've been hanging out at around 7,100 to 7,300 for a while now in the 2-hour chart. Did have a slight break above and a green change to the DI indicator and ADX, but still we went right back under. And even though we are green in the DI right now, it's very vague, and the ADX is below. SAR indicator shows green. Uh, and of course, the RSI is above 50 at 57, so we have room to pop a little bit more today, but definitely sideways. So looking at Bitcoin right now on the daily, we are pretty sideways. There is buy-sell volume where we're at and support and resistance, so maybe staying around 7,100 to 7,200 to 7,300 might be a place we'll continue gaining support, but definitely we've got this beautiful buy-sell volume and support back at around 8,000. All we need is a little pump to get over this 50 moving average, and I think we could find ourselves there. 4 hour, sideways, hanging with the 200 moving average, positive but not strong MACD. DI is positive, but very, very vaguely, and the ADX is too low to be called positive. So with that said, 2 hours, as we can see, 7,100 to 7,300, we're just hanging out. So Bitcoin basically is sideways, even though we have a bit of a green market today, and Bitcoin is up 1.49%, coming in at 73.13 this morning. Not bad. We'll see how the day unfolds. For fun, looking at the wave, for fun, looking at the whale buy indicator, I linked to it in the show notes. A lot of people watch it. It's a fun indicator. We are still on the daily looking at a sell, so no buy there yet. Entertainment purposes only, but a lot of people follow this. So when you do see a buy or a sell here, note a spike or a dump in the price. As always, obstacles can't stop you, weather can't stop you, heartbreak can't stop you, failure can't stop you. Even a boring ass sideways market for Bitcoin cannot stop you. Only you can stop you. Keep hangering. Keep hangering? Yeah, don't get hangry. Be sure to eat your snacks and keep your blood sugar up. No, keep hammering. And you guys are warriors. Keep at it. December is a difficult month. Many do find in the market. Many professional traders just take a break for all of December. Remember, there's more to Bitcoin than just the price action. This is a peaceful revolution. It's important. I'm glad you're here in this space. I'll see you again tomorrow. I have been a member of blockchain education for over 2 years, and it has been a huge factor in my success as a crypto trader. Click on the link in the description, and you will be attached to an amazing fat discount that will not last forever, that discount. Really, the platform is growing quite quickly, and get the discount while you can. Get that locked in. With that said, watch this infomercial, and you will learn a lot about blockchain education. Once you sign up, you can watch hours of video on the blockchain education method. You can sit back, chill, and learn a method that absolutely works. And with that said, it isn't like it's a couple of videos that are years old. No, new videos are constantly being made as the community asks for more knowledge. So new questions there. Jonathan Regan, he's in the chat constantly, along with other amazing traders. And the content, the educational content, keeps growing. So recently we had a membership update, but also we have a video on the 200 moving average. He really zoomed in on it. Like, here's some info. He helped us get even better at using the 200 moving average in different time frames, and also the Dirty 30 scanner. I can't tell you about that because, well, sorry, but you got to join. But if you do implement that in TradingView, you're going to be able to zero in on coins that are about to rock, as you can see right here. Now, with that said, you can watch a video. It's linked in the show notes. It's basically become a successful trader, discover the 5 pillars to success. But basically, their education, methodology, discovery, support, and automation. One of the most important things really is support. You need to have a crew to trade with. And so once you become part of the blockchain education family, you've got a 24-hour chat, and you are hanging out with people who actually really care about your success. And everybody's chatting, and we're comparing charts, and there's always experts in there to really help. But it's not always an expert that can help. You're going to find yourself helping others. You're going to be an expert before you know it. So I hope you sign up. Look, these are some recent calls. These are a couple days old, so I'm not showing anybody anything that just happened. But look at that. These are gains. And if you want it, you could have been auto-entered into these, or you could have entered into them manually. Now, we also have a weekly newsletter that shows all the wins, all the gains. So basically, look at that. The last couple weeks, we've had these are the average gains. Boom, I don't want to show you too much. This is for members only. But top 10 performers for the week. Boom. These are all calls that everybody was in, well, who chose to be in. Either manually entered or they were auto-entered in the hybrid system. So hey, look, blockchain education, let's make money. Let's build something great together. I hope to see you there. I'm Cowboy Craig in the chat.